Good day everyone, especially to our dear panelists and with our FS mentor of course, no other than Miss Kimberly Inaldo. I am Mariel, Kian, Camille, Vinluan. Together with me are my groupmates who will be presenting later. And we are about to present our action research entitled Managing the Impact of COVID-19 to the Kindergarten Learners of Pangasinan State University Laboratory Integrated School, Bayambang Campus.
There are 4 parts in this action research plan. First is the introduction, second is the problem identification, third is the generation of alternative solutions, and fourth, the plan of action. Why is there a need to conduct this classroom-based action research?
Here are the factors that we aspire to manage and provide an action. When the schools closed, many children lose social interactions that are necessary for learning and growth. Second, students' daily routines inside their home compared in the school. And third, the use of digital technologies that had been more often than usual since they are at their homes. These are the problems from our observations that we wanted to take an action. To come up with this kind of action research, we have assessed the situation of the educational institutions, specifically the kindergarten class of Pangasinan State University Laboratory Integrated School, Bayambang Campus. In terms of our observation with this kind of online class, children are one of the millions who have been affected by the pandemic. We have noticed the impact to the education. We'll be presenting with you the background of the study and then the significance of the study. Since our title is Managing the Impact of COVID-19 to Kindergarten Learners of Pangasinan State University Laboratory Integrated School, Bayambang Campus, here is our background of the study. For many instances, conducting this action research describes the current situation of many children here in the Philippines that are relying on modular learning material and the online class setup. Like elementary and high school, kindergarten is one of the most crucial stage of a child's learning journey. In here, they are being helped with the social, moral, and emotional development of a child. It helps in building their skills, making them more active. Kindergartens help create self-confidence in child and develop their communication skills as well as when children interact with other different learners of the class. As children grow and develop, they become more curious of the world around them and are driven to learn and explore. Kindergarten, also known as preschool programs, are crucial for children in the early childhood years to provide stimulation of growth and brain development, guiding children to learn at their own pace and be best prepared for their next step of going to primary school. According to Novianti and Garcia 2020, home learning, which is performed suddenly because of the COVID-19 pandemic, raises various reactions from parents. Although some of them take these additional responsibilities gladly and understand the importance of their role in helping children learn at home, there are also parents who have difficulty accompanying children to learn by reason of the absence of online devices or difficulties in controlling the child's behavior in learning. Some parents do not understand how to explain the material to make the children understand. And early childhood teachers are also trained in assessing children's learning and development through play-based activities, and children learn best through play. Unfortunately, COVID-19 had arrived, and because of it, distance learning began to appear. This became a major challenge to every schools as well as with teachers who only wants to give full-fledged effort for every student's learning. Given the fact that face-to-face learning is still not possible, one major challenge of kindergarten teachers is how to manage unnecessary distractions and impacts of this pandemic to the learners during class, in which most distance learning are encountering to help them to be more engaged in their studies effectively. And now, let's move on to the significance of the study. The researchers affirmed that the results of this study could impart advantages and benefits to the following. First, for the students or the learners, this study helps the students or learners on how can they manage with the help of their parents the different factors that affects them in terms of this COVID-19 pandemic. Since multitude of situations happen, learners may respond to the crisis that they have experienced by showing abrupt changes. For the teachers, this study drives as an essential part for the teachers. It gives them an idea on how can they help the parents on how to manage the impact of COVID-19 pandemic to their children, and in order to develop their ability with regards to all aspects of learning. The results of this study could help in enhancing and improving the different strategies used in the traditional classroom that would be beneficial to the parents of the children. This could be a great help on important factors in teaching learning process, such as designing differentiated learning materials and employing remedial programs to the learners. And for the parents, the results of this study can give information to parents on how to manage the difficulties or challenges faced by the children with regards to the impact of COVID-19 pandemic to the learning of the children. The role acceptance as facilitator of child's learning at home will be addressed properly to parents through the results of the study. Teacher-parent partnership will be built and improved. For the school administrators is considered one of the most important areas of administration and the greatest one in the community. Whatever the impact of COVID-19 to learners, it always reflects in the overall operations of the school administration, by which it is an institution for academic purposes. Moreover, this study provides the school administrators the opportunity to provide learning competencies to the students, especially in distance learning, that will make them manage those impacts in order for them to become better in their academic endeavor. And for our future researchers, this study can help the other researchers for some purposes. It might be the missing piece for their research with regards on how can they manage the impact of COVID-19 pandemic to the kindergarten learners. The result of the study can serve as data. We have conducted this action research to address the following problems to be discussed by teacher Rhyan Salinas.
So now let's move on to problem identification. So this study aims to help the parents manage the impacts of COVID-19 to the kindergartner class of PSULIS Bayambang, Pangasinan. Specifically, the study addresses the following questions. So number 1, what's the profile of the kindergarten parents of the class under Miss Givenchy Dalit in PSULIS in terms of age, sex, number of children, socioeconomic status, highest educational attainment. Number 2 problem, what are the impact of COVID-19 pandemic to the kindergarten learners in terms of daily routines inside their home compared in the school, uses of digital technologies, and social interaction. And lastly, what plan of action can be proposed to manage and help the parents with the impacts of COVID-19 faced by kindergarten learners?
The hypothesis for this research study will be tested in null form at 0.05 level of significance. There is no significant relationship between socio-demographic profile and the impacts faced by the kindergarten learners on modular distance learning, wherein this statement supports the findings that there is no relationship between the given two variables.
For the generation of alternative solution, we aim to help parents learn different strategies by providing information and ideas on how to manage children or the impact of COVID-19 to these learners. Also, we plan to conduct webinar meetings and even workshops through virtual or limited face-to-face if possible. All these activities will focus on helping parents on how to manage the impact of COVID-19 to the learners, specifically the kindergarteners.
Since our qualitative research involves collecting and analyzing non-numerical data to understand concepts, opinions, or experiences, it can be used to gather in-depth insights into problem or generate new ideas for research. Qualitative research is used since we don't know what to expect with regards with the impact of COVID-19 to the kindergarten learners, and also to define the problem or develop an approach to the problem. It also used to go deeper into issues of interest and explore nuances related to the problem at hand. Survey questionnaire will be utilized to gather the different information with regards with our action research.
For the statistical treatment of data, all data will be gathered and tallied using the MS Excel program. The profile will be summarized using descriptive statistics such as frequency counts, percentages, and the average weighted mean.
Let's proceed to our time frame. Since this actual research was carried out during the first semester, during 2021-2022, we are planning to do this action research to be completed before the first semester ends. The estimated time to finish, and this will help us to do more precise findings. So here our time frame. For the proposal submission, our estimated time to finish was December 6, 2021. For the finalizing of action research proposal, our estimated time to finish was December 10, 2021. For the data collection, our estimated time to finish is on December 15, 2021. For the data analysis and interpretation, our estimated time to finish is on January 2022. For the reporting results, our estimated time to finish is on January 2022. For the final submission of our action research, our estimated time to finish is on January 2022. That will be our time frame based on our estimated time. Thank you!
Our audience target is the parents of kindergarten learners under the class of Miss Givenchy Dalit to help them manage the impact of COVID-19 faced by learners.
And that is our research action plan. And before we formally end this, let me read to you what Zora Neale Hurston said. Research is formalized curiosity. It is poking and prying with a purpose. That would be all. Thank you.